Hi there. Today we're going to discuss a classic text in the field of close combat. It's a major work which has received recognition over the years, and it's this book called Steel by John Styers. And John Styers, his background was US Marine Corps, and he was influenced by Colonel Biddle, who we will be talking about in another review, and also by William Kengler. And you can see the influence in this. The book has several sections, the first being Bainer Fighting, and it's of obviously relevance to the military, but to civilian use, very, very little, apart from just a general interest. It came from that. Then you have the knife, the use of the knife, and centered on the K-bar, that Marine Corps issue knife. The techniques are very, very much influenced by Biddle, from a fencing basis, really. Techniques like inquartata and so on, angles, movement. But the highlight of it is the snap cut, which is explained very, very well in Cold Steel. And it's a really useful technique, on one which still has relevance today. There's also the stick, and like Fairbairn with his unique stick system, Styers presents his version, quite a separate system, which was influenced by William Kengler. And it's usually known as the short end technique. It's a completely different way of using the stick. Some very interesting things, and like the Fairbairn method, which is presented in the material as a sequence, Styers presents his stick as a sequence, but obviously it's unlikely that you would do the entire sequence in real life under the vagaries of close combat. So you can take the individual techniques away or combine them into two successive techniques and so on. But one of the techniques is a neck lock using the stick. A strike returns into a neck lock, which is a very, very interesting idea. And it's a very practical use of the stick. As regards unarmed techniques, my biggest takeaway from it, and one which persists and still in our curriculum, is the wheeling elbow, where you launch a series of quite massive elbow strikes, which each strike, as each strike finishes, it becomes the shield preventing a counterattack as you launch the next attack, and you're driving forward. So there is that forward drive technique, and also the forward drive mentality of going into an attacker. And it's a very simple technique. You can teach it very, very easily. Kelly McCann has a concept that what you learn in the gym in the afternoon, you should be able to use in the car park at night. And the wheeling elbow is certainly falls into that category. Another section which is neglected in a lot of text is defense from the ground. The supposition is that you can end up on the ground for one reason or another, from enemy action or just slipping. We operate in the real world and environmental factors, and being able to defend yourself from the ground is very, very important. Styers has good material on it. Nick Hughes has excellent techniques in one of his video DVD presentations on this, which we'll talk about at length in another review. But you've got to have something in your armory to do it, and Cold Steel does give you an option. So as I started off, it's one of the major works in the community. It's very nicely illustrated. The photos are very, very clear. The techniques are shown, very aggressive material, as always in the military stuff, and still has a lot of relevance today, and it should be on the bookshelf of any combatives enthusiast.